All right, y'all. This is the 2023 Roadtrek Zion SRT. We got 300 watts of solar, 600 amp hours of lithium. It's all paint matched from Roadtrek. You can take this anywhere and you'll never have to plug it in. Why? You got that solar up top, and instead of a generator, you have an underhood generator, is what they call it. It's an oversized alternator, a 240 amp alternator that runs off the engine. So your engine, that's the 3.6 liter Pentastar. That bad boy is quiet, way quieter than a generator, and it only takes a couple hours of idling or about an hour of driving to fully charge your lithiums. You saw we got some propane down the side there. Here's the back with the doors open. Now, this being the ProMaster chassis, that means it is front wheel drive, and that's a 3.6 liter V6. You got plenty of power. Some storage under the rear here. So that's a powered sofa. Here's a little sneak peek at the interior in the chestnut. No, yes, in the chestnut. We got your backup camera and your mirror camera up there. And down this side, we got your outdoor shower. We've got your macerator, your sewer dump, and your hot water and furnace. Those are a Truma system. So that's right here coming up. You can see we got the paint matched panels down the side. Roadtrek does that at the factory. There's your sewer dump valve, or you can use the macerator. That's in the little container on the right. And there's a button inside the driver's door. Underneath at the back, we got city water. We've got 3,000 pound towing capacity, so plenty of towing capacity, as well as your shore power on the back there. You can see your 2 lithium battery packs. They are self-heated. Also, those yellow springs, those are Sumo springs, so that's an option from the factory. But basically, it just helps with weight in the rear, loading in the rear. Now, big, wide electric Thule steps. There's your macerator pump button. Now, let's talk about the inside. We got Apple CarPlay. We got Android Auto. We've got a super responsive infotainment center, and your climate control is all on buttons, which I love. I hate having to go into an infotainment center just to mess with the climate. So that's amazing. Really comfortable seating position. I mean, it's a really nice chassis, honestly. It's made to be used all day. We've got automatic emergency braking. We've got adaptive cruise. You've got all the safety features. You see the tires are a little low there, but I'm going to give you kind of a run through the system. You've got, like I said, all the safety features that will help, and it really makes driving this a breeze. I mean, it's under 20 feet, and you can go really compact. You can see we've got electric folding mirrors. They're heated as well. Automatic e-brake. We got auxiliary buttons there that you can program. Automatic headlights, of course. Automatic wipers. Crosswind detection, and assist, so it'll help electronically assist the steering when it's windy, so you don't feel like you're getting thrown around. There's a good look at the climate control. Now here's your mirror. It's either a mirror or a camera, and you can tilt it up and down as well as change the brightness. There's a good look. Tilt it up and down. We got reading lights, an SOS button. The usual stuff up there, some storage above the cab as well, wireless charger with a little slot for the cable to run through if you're doing Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, big cup holders, tons of power for the passenger, and tons of storage up in the dash as well. And it's all really nice. I mean, the door cards are soft. You got soft touch materials throughout. I mean, they're rugged because it's a work van, essentially, but it's really nice. Pretty small glove box, but look at all the storage in the door here. We've got like 3 spots to put stuff and a straight up cup holder. So that's awesome. Reupholstered seats with the Roadtrek logo, but it's subtle and they are so nice. They look so good. You got adjustable armrests. Both seats swivel. So here's what that looks like. Kind of. It's really bright outside, so it's hard to get it all in. But they both swivel. That is your fresh water tank. So that was designed by Roadtrek. That's how you get so much fresh water. And it's way up front. It's super balanced. So it actually just runs right between the chassis there. rather than being in a box under the chassis. So not only is it heated, it's huge, and it's in a really good spot as far as weight distribution goes. Here's some storage up above the chassis, up above the cab there. You can see we've got a soft touch vinyl roof. And here's a quick look at the back. What's coming up next? Really lovely kitchen. There's a spot for your table to go where your chairs turn around. There's that kitchen. Stainless steel backsplash. We got LED lights all the way throughout here. I mean, it's all finished really nicely. Roadtrek makes a really great product. They're Canadian made in Winnipeg, sort of. Nice pull-out sprayer faucet with a solid surface sink cover, induction stovetop. That's an option. We always bring it in, though. It's just the better way to go. But that's a single burner. I believe you get a 2-burner if you don't option the induction. All your LEDs have master lights, but they're individually addressable as well. Microwave up top. Solid surface counters, like I said. Some power there, and I'm going to show you what all the storage looks like inside the kitchen as well. And there's this nice little cutout for your kitchen, which, I don't know, they just thought about a lot of things in here, and it feels very functional, especially when it's under 20 feet total length. Big sink. You can see we've got a countertop extension on the side there, which I'll show you, and there's some power there as well. You got 12-volt USB and 120. Everything is really high quality to here. The fit and finish is amazing. They do a really, really good job. I mean, even the quality of this bracket is really high. Like, it is solid. It's not going to fall down on you, and it's not going to flip out on you. I mean, look at that. It is tight. Really nice cabinetry, and all the cabinetry is actually like machined. It's CNC'd basically to match the curvature of the chassis so they can get it up really tight and maximize your space there. Tons of shelving. Like a ton of storage, honestly. I can't believe they fit so much in here. 5-piece drawers on 75-pound drawer glides, and they're soft close as well. So I'll show you what that looks like. Not that you haven't seen one of those before, but it's always fun to show off. Soft close, there we go. Now let's look at the bathroom. Again, it's a good example of fit and finish. You got these mirrors, they really help to bounce the light around. Fantastic fan up top to suck out any condensation and let some air flow through. Nice custom built, like, I don't know, you would put books, atlases, something in there. Good storage. The bathroom's quite spacious, surprisingly so. And I'll kind of get in there and show you around. Wet bath with a shower curtain. You got a light, you got a sink, you got a little spot to put your soaps or whatever else. And the door actually latches in like a slightly open position, which I'll show you here, but that just gives you more room. Foot flush toilet. You do have a black and a gray tank in here. That's why you have the sewer dump valve. It's not a cassette. So you see that latch there and that little extension on the door? Let me get in there and close it up. But I'll show you from the outside what that looks like. You can see how it kind of juts out a little bit here. And leave space for that extra light. So it's super bright in here with that door latched open. It's very spacious. I had plenty of room to move around. There's your big fridge, surprisingly big fridge, and a bunch of cabinetry on the other side there. And that's a 12-volt fridge. But you really, on this, you don't have to worry about running out of battery power. It's actually incredible. Nice pull-out pantry. You can see through the backside there where it's curved to fit the chassis, again, to maximize that space. They could have made it square, but you get an extra couple inches at the bottom because they did that. And it's nice. There's a lot of lumber core. The fronts, I can't remember what they're called, but they're Italian. They're a really high quality, like composite material, the cabinets. The fridge is Italian as well, apparently. and it's very nice. Cools really quick. It's quite quiet. Decent sized freezer. There you go. Now here's a bunch of goodies. There's a Max Air remote for the fan. You got all sorts of stuff. Now these two compartments down here, they're not for storage. As you can see right there, they're vented for a reason. So this one's got your Truma AquaGo controller and your furnace controller. It's all right there. So all your valves right there, really easy to access. They thought about everything. Now down here, we've got your inverter. That's a 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. You can run your air conditioner with this, and you can run your air conditioner for about 6 hours before having to recharge if it's sunny. So really, really nice. And that's if you're not driving. If you're driving, you can just run it indefinitely. I mean, if you're driving, you know, between spots and whatnot. Big wardrobe in here. There's the plug for your microwave. And that's where the pedestal for the table goes. Latches in there. Nice little storage spot. We got these marine sort of like latches. And really, really nice, oh, what would you even call those? Arms to hold the cabinets up so they're not going to fall down. There's your solar controller. Big solar controller, so you do have room for another panel up there with this controller, I do believe, depending on the size of the panel. And all the wiring's done really nice. It's all easily accessible. All the finishing in the cabinets is incredible. And there's a ton of space. This is on the other side. And you've got some 12 volt and whatnot in there. Your TV is 110, so you got to run it off the inverter, but you could just run it off the 12 volt if you put a 12 volt TV in. Up above the bed or the sofa in the rear, you've got power, speakers, and individually addressable reading lights. Just kind of a look at the finish. It's textured, but not too textured. It's not a flat finish, so that's really nice. It's natural. You got a full motion TV mount and a nice matching cover for the TV so it doesn't get damaged. You can just slap that on in a second. Doesn't take long at all. We got screens and blackout shades for both windows in the rear. So let me show you what the shade looks like. So you can close it up all the way. They latch together. They're really nice. It gets super dark in there when you have those shades closed. You got that nice cloth finishing as well. Down here, we got some storage under this cushion. Now, this is just part of the bed. There's no seat belts on these cushions because, I mean, you couldn't sit back on them. There's a cabinet above them. A good amount of storage in there. And that piece right there is what slides across to make your bed because your table actually isn't for your bed. Boom. And then your bed goes down. You got the Lagoon table. You can move that all the way around. That goes at the back, at the front. There's another look at the speakers, the reading light. And there's that cloth, so it's like it's a nice weave. It's a pretty big weave. It looks really good. Feels very premium. I love that finishing up here and in the rear. We got some power up top. And that's it. That's the 2023 Roadtrek Zion. Thank you for watching.